The name recognition of the Phillies or the salaries of the Sixers, but this Philadelphia sports team can match any of them for spirit and determination. As columnist Clark DeLeon shows us, the members of this local rugby team are true champions, whether they win or lose.
It began with smiles in Philadelphia's airport on Friday morning, and it ended in tears in Denver on Sunday afternoon. But in between the airport and the disappointment, there was a lot of this. No rugby team in Philadelphia has ever played in the national championship final, and the Philadelphia-Whitemarsh Rugby Club wanted to be the first.
Go get them. These guys are pumped, because in the world of rugby, it doesn't get any bigger than this.
Led by captain Steven Ciano and his brother Michael, the homeboys took the semifinal match from the host team, the Denver Barbarians, on Saturday. But that was only one game. To be the best, Philly-Whitemarsh had to beat the best, the defending national champions, Ombak from San Diego. Unlike the clear skies on Saturday, the final on Sunday was played in weather that went from bad to worse.
Would you believe hail?
It was a tough, close match that took its toll on both sides, but in the end it was Ombak that prevailed 19-9. But the steam rising from Philly-Whitemarsh shows how hard they worked.
They say there are no losers in rugby, only survivors. And these guys are winners. For Eyewitness News, I'm Clark DeLeon. See you in the paper.
Without pads.
I have all the respect in the world for those guys, taking those hits that are probably harder than checks in hockey, harder than hits in football.
New sport for you?
I don't think so, Steve.
Okay,
no.
all right. Good check.
Well, we've been taking a good look at American football in London all week. Our game is kind of strange to the British folk, and over here, their brand of football is kind of hard to comprehend as well. Mike Barkan gives us some background on how rugby compares to the game most of us are used to.
Mike, get with them, would you?
Mike Ciano used to play football at Syracuse and briefly for the Eagles, but he likes rugby because
it's a very manly game. It's a lot of contact and tackling and, you know, all the things that we love in our sport. The difference is that we don't have all the gear.
Ciano plays for the Philadelphia-Whitemarsh Rugby Club, seen here in red at the U.S. Rugby Championships last spring. He came to rugby after his football days ended.
It's got a lot of the same strategies. You know, you want to pound the ball forward, and hopefully somehow you're gonna open things up for the big play, for the big spin of the ball, or, you know, where in football would be, you know, open it up for the pass.
Keep moving! But as Coach George Betzler tells us, passing is not allowed in rugby.
The game of rugby is, the only way the ball goes forward is by kicking it. Your handling is always a lateral type of situation.
Rugby got started when someone picked up a soccer ball with his hands during a soccer game and ran with it until tackled. And that's basically how it still is. Football spun off of that. But while the coach is king in football, in rugby, the player has all the power.
The coach is, you know, he's in charge out here, you can see from practice, but when the game starts, he goes up in the stands, and, you know, there's no question about who calls the plays during the game.
The forefather of football's line of scrimmage is the scrum, which occurs after a rules infraction, namely a forward pass, something not allowed in rugby. Here's how they settle a score.
Well, maybe it's more like football than I thought. I'm Michael Barkan, Channel 3, Eyewitness Sports.
You know, behind soccer, rugby is the next most popular sport in the world.
And it looked like in London there was a real Battle of Britain going on, and we're going to see more of that.
In about 30 minutes.
Were they fighting?
Stay tuned. Oh, fighting, please, no.
Not in football.
We're going to get to it in just a few minutes, but first, our domestic report. The 1998 USA Rugby National Sevens Championship will be held August 15th and 16th in beautiful Conshohocken, Pennsylvania. The Philadelphia-Whitemarsh Rugby Club does a great job hosting the finals. This year promises to be another outstanding event. For more information on tickets and directions, call Philly-Whitemarsh at 610-834-1881. They put on an outstanding event, so don't miss out this year.
Free copy. Send your name and address to Catalog, Pueblo, Colorado, 81009.
Hi, my name is Cass. I'm here with the guys from Philadelphia-Whitemarsh, and we love to watch rugby on Sports Channel.